guys, today I'm just going to talk about some basics about tapping a maple tree for sap to then turn into maple syrup. The first thing you really need to do is just find a maple tree, and you can really tap just about any maple tree, but ideally you're going to want to find a sugar maple. And you can tell a sugar maple, it has like the Canadian maple leaf style leaf, and they have much more kind of rough bark than something like a ornamental style maple or like a silver maple that would have like a flakier bark. Now you can tap those trees, but you're going to get a little bit less sugar. You might have to boil 50 or 60 to 1 versus about 40 to 1 with a sugar maple. And you're really just going to need only a couple things. You're going to need a maple spile, which I'll post a link to buy some of these, a length of tube. This is a 2-foot length. Ideally, like a 3-foot would be a little bit better, so I'll put a link to that. You're going to need a hammer, and you're going to need a drill with the correct size drill bit for the spiles that you use. In my case, I'm using 5/16, which is really good for the tree versus like a larger style spile, and it should flow just as good. So I'm using a 5/16 drill bit. And I've marked a piece of tape on my bit at 1.5 inches, so I don't drill deeper than I need to into the tree. So I'll basically drill until I get to the tape. And I'm going to drill about 3 feet, 3.5 feet off the ground. And I'm going to drill at a really small, slightly upward angle. And you don't want to drill too deep. You just want to kind of be in that white wood. And if your tree is smaller than 18 inches in diameter, you're going to want to only put one single tap in. If it's a bigger tree, this one's right about on the edge. But a bigger tree, you can get away with 2 taps. You just want to keep them about 12 inches apart from each other. On this one, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 taps, especially since I'm using these little safety taps. So here we'll go ahead and drill the holes. So I've chosen this spot here. It's right over a really big root, which will kind of help with the flow a little bit. So they say at least. And we're just going to go ahead and just drill straight in. And just make sure you get all the wood dust out. And the timing as for when to do this is when you get the freeze-thaw cycle. So you want to drill these kind of in the late winter, early spring. We've had a long freeze, and now we're gonna have a long, about a week of thaw. So I'm thinking that the sap is gonna start flowing here. So I'm just gonna kind of push it in by hand a little bit there. And then just give it a little tap, just enough to kind of seal it. But you don't have to go too crazy. And then here I'm going to go about a foot away from that one. Just drill one more hole. Now if it were a little bit warmer out today, you'd see sap just start running right out of this hole. But I'm expecting probably tomorrow will be the day that really starts to happen. And then go ahead and put your spile in again. Give it a little tap. Should be good. And then that's really all you have to do to tap it. What I'm using here to collect it is these food grade buckets that I use for wine making. And you just gotta get it nice and clean. Make sure your tubes are nice and clean. You can also use something like a water jug, like a 1-gallon water jug. The only problem with that is I expect I'll probably get about 2 gallons on a good day, maybe 3 gallons from these 2 taps. So a water jug, you just have to check it a lot more often. But if you got a nice sugar maple in your yard, it's really easy to tap it. And once you go from there, check out my video on how to make a homemade maple syrup or maple sap evaporator. And that'll get you going right on your way to making some maple syrup at home. Thanks for watching.